Hello again and welcome here. In this video, I will show you how to edit this A4 company profile template on PowerPoint. I will show you how to change the logo, colors, text, icons, and pictures. I will also show you how to generate the text content using ChatGPT if you don't have it written out already. So without much ado, let's get started. If you have not downloaded the template, it is available for $10 or 10,000 Naira only. The link is in the description of this video. If you have downloaded the templates, you will see that it is zipped. So the first thing you'll do is to unzip it and move it to your preferred location for safekeeping. To unzip on your Mac, you just have to double click on the file and it will unzip here. I already have the file unzipped here, and so I will delete this one. To unzip on your PC, you will right click on the file and then find unzip somewhere around here. Now after unzipping the file, don't forget to move it to your preferred location on your computer. Don't keep it in your downloads folder, please, so that you don't mistakenly delete it. But if that's your preferred location, fine. So after unzipping the file, I will open it here. In the file, there are 3 documents. The PowerPoint template is here. You will also see the license and the instructions and resources guide. If you want to edit the template using PowerPoint, just double click here and your PowerPoint file will be open. Or if you want to edit the template using Canva or Google Slides, open this instructions and resources guide. And then at the top here, you will see the links to open the file and edit in Google Slides or Canva. So before we start editing, I would recommend that you keep this document open. Now in these documents, I've written out how to use the templates. First, you have to duplicate or save the template. So like in the Google Slides, you have to duplicate to make a copy. I recommend that if you're using PowerPoint, you also don't edit directly here. So come back here, right here, and duplicate the templates, so that you always have access to the original file. You can put this in a separate folder. I recommend you do that. Put this in a separate folder. And then this is where you edit, so that you always have access to this in case you want to come back to use some of the slides that you discarded in the main file you were editing. So this is what we'll use. I'll close this now. Let me quickly close this one and then open this one. Yep. So here it says copy. So duplicate or save the template. Update this, insert this. I'll show you how to do all of this. I just want to show you something else. So here, click here to watch the instructional video on YouTube. This video is linked here. The instructional videos are linked here in this button. So you can always access the videos by coming back here to click here. And then I also included some resources. This is for high quality stock images, free high quality stock images, free. And then this is for free icons that you can use for the company profile. I also added here a quick prompt for ChatGPT. So this will help you generate your company profile information. At least something that you can edit to suit what you do better. So here's a sample. Hi ChatGPT, I'm creating a company profile for, you put your company name here. we are a, then you give a brief description of your business here, e.g., software company, real estate agency, food brand, blah, 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 an healthcare business, or whatever your brand is about. And we are based, it could be a product, right? Of your product, what we describe your product here. You could use this. We are based in, you put a location, and then please help me write professional content for each section of my profile, including about us. So all you need to do is you copy this, you copy this, paste it in ChatGPT, edit the company name, the services you offer, or the company name, brief description of your business, location, the services. Okay, so let's use this one. You say, hi ChatGPT, I'm creating a company profile for Swift Lens Media. We are a digital marketing agency based in London, helping small businesses with branding, content creation, and social media growth. So these are the services that this Swift Lens Media offers. Please help me write professional content for each section of my profile, including about us, our services, mission and vision, team, why choose us, milestones, clients or case studies, and contact info. When you do this, ChatGPT will come up with a dummy draft that you can then go ahead and edit. Remember to provide as much information as you can about your business and company so that ChatGPT can generate something really nice for you, and then you won't have to do so much editing later. Remember that ChatGPT doesn't really know exactly this. So whatever they're going to generate for you will be a sample. It won't be exactly what you would have to use. So you know your unique selling point as a business, right? And then for milestones too, ChatGPT doesn't know the milestones. I already made mention of that. So you would have to edit and then put in your real milestones. ChatGPT doesn't know your clients or case studies, so you would have to provide that information. They may create a dummy for you, and then you would edit it accordingly. ChatGPT does not have your contact information. You can provide that. ChatGPT doesn't know your team members, so you either provide that or you edit it after ChatGPT has generated something dummy for you. The same with the services, mission, and vision. So you can list out the services and then maybe brief descriptions on the services, ChatGPT can just help you refine it, and that will be a lot better. See, the more information you provide for ChatGPT, the better the outcome you will get. That's the hack to prompt engineering. Okay, so you can also follow up with make it more formal or informal, make it shorter or longer, write it in first or third person, use bullet points or paragraphs there, however you want. It's totally up to you. And then if you still have questions or need help with customization, I also created an FAQs document here for you. So if you click this, you will access the FAQs document that answers loads of questions, whatever questions you have. Let's now go to PowerPoint to edit the templates. So first we'll start by changing the logo. We'll also change the colors of the shapes and text, and then we'll also change the colors of the background in some, like here where we have this colored background. I'll show you how to change the background color. I'll also show you how to change pictures for your different pages and sections, and also for the theme section. So let's just dive in. First, to change the logo, all you have to do is right click here, you see change picture from a file. I assume that you have your files, your logo file, and every file that you need for the company profile in a particular folder. So here, this is the logo I'll be using. I created this logo just for the purpose of this tutorial. So once I click on it, it has changed. Let me show you another method, Control Z. Then I come down here to resources. This is the logo. I drag it into PowerPoint. So it's here now. all I have to do is resize this diagonally to fit. I can then delete this if I want. And there you have it. I changed the logo. Next thing I have to do is change the colors of objects like this. So I'll change this. Since both, I'll just hold on Shift and select this other one so I can change both at the same time. Now I want to change it to fit the brown colors. I'll use red. All I have to do is to come here. I will go to more fill colors. You see this eyedropper tool here? You click on this one and then you find your color here. This, once you click on OK, it changes to red automatically. Also, this color now appears here. Recent colors, it appears here automatically. So if I click on this, I also want to change the color of the arrow. I'll click on this, I'll change to red. I also want to change the color of this text here. Click on this. Sorry, that's for shape. So I'll just go to text here. And this is also a shape. It's already red, so I'll just click. Next is this shape outline. So this outline here, I'll come here and change this to red also. You see that this has changed to red. You can impute your website here and change the color also. So I want to change the color to red. If I like, I can keep it as red. Let me use this navy blue here. So I'll come here, same method, more colors. Let me drag this over here. You click on this eyedropper tool. Then you look for the color you want to select. Select it right here. Once you click on OK, the color changes here. Now, like I mentioned earlier, there are two designs for each section. This is one design, this is the other design for the cover page. I'm satisfied with this design, so I'll just delete this one. Do well to delete the designs for that you won't be using. For table of contents, there are also two designs. This is one and this is two. Whichever you choose, you can delete the other one. So I'll just use, I'll use this one, so I'll delete this one. Let me delete this, delete slide, deleted. So now for this, I'll change the background color. All you have to do is right click here. You'll see format background, click, and then you see the color. By default, this is the color. So I'll change it to this color. I can change it to red. I can also change it to navy blue that we had on the other side. I'll change it to red since red seems to be like a dominant color for this brand. I'll also want to change this black to navy blue. So instead of black, it should be navy blue. You click on this. If I hold shift, I can select other items. So you can select more than one item. I'll just use this. Then they are all text, so I'll change them. Text, I'll change them to navy blue. Yep, it's not very obvious, but I'm cool with that. Okay, so the next thing, I'll also show you how to change pictures. You can change the picture here according to the kind of company that's the nature of the company. You know, you want to change the picture that will fit. For Aether, Aether is a technology company, so I'll just find. Let me use for a legal company. Let's look for something for a law firm. I already have a picture. Whichever is fine. So all you need to do to change this picture is right click on the image, change picture from a file. So I can come here, to use this or use this. Let me use this construction company. Insert, I've inserted. Okay, so remember I also created, in my previous video, I showed you the resources I created. Hold on. It's here. I showed you resources I created for high quality images, which is on splash.com or pixels.com. There are also resources for icons, flat icon, icons 8, or phosphor icons. This documents is these instructions and resources documents. You get this when you buy the templates. The template is available for only $10 or 10,000 naira only. Link is in the description. Okay, so we've changed this, we've changed the image. Oh, another way to change the image, yeah? You can also click here, change picture. You will see stock images or online sources. You click on online sources, and then you search from Microsoft's library. When it loads, let's see. Okay, so now I can search here for, let's say, law firm. Let's see what comes up. Okay, so I can decide to use this picture, insert. I've replaced it, and it has changed to a company profile for a law firm. The only thing is you want to see this here and delete this, can delete this here. And that's it, you're done. I recommend that you use these platforms like I mentioned earlier. So next thing that we want to change is icons. Let's say you don't like this icon. I like this icon. I won't change this icon. You can change this picture. You have already shown you how to change it. Okay, let's see replacing of text. Replacing of text in PowerPoint. So if I'm replacing the text, let me see, come here to my company profile. The Microsoft Word document of the company profile. Hold on, it's opening. How is it taking so long? Okay, so about us. Now I select this, Control C or Command C, then Control A, Command A, then I paste, Command V. You see what happens here, the color changes, right? So just click here. If you notice, the font size is also size 18. The font type has also changed. Since it's an A4 document, you want to reduce this back to 12. So you use font size 12, and then you can also change the color here. Let's change the color to white first. Change it to white. Let me add this spacing just quickly. Okay. Then I want to change the font. The font I used initially is Poppins. Poppins is the font I used for this template. If you don't have it, you can install it. And then also, depending on your brand's fonts, your company's fonts, you can just use that. So whatever font your brand uses, you can always replace it with that. So I'll just replace with Poppins, enter. Okay, so this works for me. Next, I just want to adjust this briefly so that it will fit. And then there's too much space down here, so I also want to, okay, let me shift this up a bit. Okay, I also want to drag this, and then to resize this image without, having to see it like this, squeezing, or skewing it like so. You drag it diagonally from this diagonal edit, and then you also hold shift while dragging it. That way, the image maintains its orientation perfectly. Okay, so I can drag this and bring it down here a bit, and that works for me. Okay. Also, you can also change this image. You can right click here, change picture the same way from file, from stock images, online sources, something like that. Okay. So let me just change this color so that we'll know we are still on thing. So this is still the shape file. You also want to change the color of this of the pagination box here. So once you've chosen your about me section that you prefer, you can delete the other one. I'll delete this one now. Delete slide, deleted. So yeah. So the next thing is you want to change icon colors. I've already shown you how to change icon colors. The same thing. These colors are easily editable. You can just change the colors. But if you don't want to use any icon, let's say here in core values, let me not use this one. This is not bold enough, or this is very bold. Okay, so the icon here is very bold. Let's say the core value of this company is one of them is innovation instead of integrity. So I just type innovation here. Innovation. This is correct spelling. Hold on, click on it, drag it out a bit. Okay, innovation. Now this icon does not reflect innovation, so I want to replace it with something that would reflect innovation. All I would have to do is right click here, change graphics, and then you see from icons. This is going to take you to Microsoft's icon resources, right? So click on from icons, it will open up Microsoft icon resources. Okay, and then I can search for innovation and see what icons it gives to me. Give me this, I like it. So I click on this and insert. You can also change the color of this icon. Let's change it back to white. Come here, change it to white. And there you have it. I can resize it if I want. Okay. Resize. Okay. That works for me. Now you can also download the icons from here. Oh, over here. You can also download icons from over here. Icons 8, a flat icon. All you need to do is click on it, open in Google Chrome or whatever browser you use, and then you search. Let's say we search for innovation here. Innovation. And then these are the icons that I have that they're suggesting. So let's say I want to use this one, innovation. I click on this. You can change the color. Make sure to change the color before you download it, because this one you can't take it to Photoshop, to the PowerPoint, and change the color. So you change the color. I've changed it to white already. Done. Then I download. These are free. This is not free. This is paid, and you're going to be using the free version. So now download just this 96 by 96. Scroll down, download. It's downloaded. Okay, so all I have to do is come back here. Let me come to downloads. This is the icon. Let me open this first. Come back here. So I can just drag this in, or I can drag this in and place it here, or I can also just replace, right click, change graphics from a file, and still go over there, trace my way back to downloads and the particular icon, and that's it. There's the icon. This is it, icon, and that's it. I've changed the icon. The same way, the next thing is I will also replace the pictures in the theme. It's the same way. Okay, let me show you something else I just saw. Okay, so you also want to replace the pictures here. Let's say we want to replace the picture here. If you notice, this picture has a transparency fill on it. If you don't know how to use PowerPoint very well, right? If you know how to use PowerPoint very well, you would already know how to do this. But let's just replace this picture and then add transparency. Let me show you how it's done. So same way, right click here, change picture, and then we come here to from a file. I've already downloaded. I would like to use from the resources I downloaded and put together in a folder. So I come down, let me trace it to, samples, resources. Okay, so let's say I want to use this. I click on insert. See the background. The background is still blue. Let me change the color of the background first. So normal right click, format background. Already it's here. So I can change it to the red that we had there. Perfect. So now I want to place this, but I think I want this to show. So I'll just drag this a bit. Hold on shift, remember, and drag diagonally. Let me zoom out a bit so I can have a better view of what I want to see. Okay. Now I can also decide to crop this image. Let me crop it. Crop. Where are you? Crop. Let me crop it to fit the size of the document. Crop. This is perfect. Enter. Double click outside. Okay, that works. So now I want to add transparency to this image. So if I click on it, these format options are already showing here. So all you need to do is come down here. It's a picture. So you click here. You see picture transparency. You add as much or as little transparency as you want. This is fine. You can then change the colors here, to suit the brand color. Okay, so next I want to show you the team members. So there are two designs for team. There's this and there's this. It's the same thing to change pictures. Let's change this, for example. Let me zoom in a bit. Okay, perfect. So, all right, click here, change picture from a file. I already put the pictures together. I mentioned that. Let's use Michael Jordan. Insert. Automatically the picture has changed. Okay, so that's how it works. So I hope that you've been able to. I hope that this was clear and you can edit the templates yourself. Like I said, the templates is 10,000 naira or $10 only. The link to the template is also in the description. I also made an overview of a video, which is an overview of the entire templates and the resources guide and all of that. Just check the description for anything that is not clear. Thank you so much. Take care.